Hello,
Hello, hello,
hello.
hello, hello, hello.
Just so they know, this is for the Liverpool Sheffield match. Nobody cares for the other.
No audio from Amogh. Can't hear anything. Is your audio settings correct? On your OBS, can't hear anything.
What? Okay, then that's probably the like that guy's audio.
No, no, no. A bunch of people are saying.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, let's mime it, guys. What happened to these fancy mics, guys?
your input should be your mic, and your output should be the I show you.
Yes. Can you guys hear me now? Please let us know in the chat if you can hear me now.
Only no, they're saying that only Amogh is not
only
audible.
Amogh not audible. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys, if you can hear me now, say Amogh is a truth OP in chat. Say Amogh is a truth OP in chat. Manoj S has said yes, which is very polite of him. But please say Amogh is a truth OP in chat. I don't know why we have to add OP at the end of it. I think it's just a YouTubing thing. But yes, I will
More gamer
give you
thing.
an explanation of what happened. I forgot to switch the input of the mic in the streaming software, which is Rookie Mistake 101. Thank you, Raman, for actually saying Amogh is a truth OP, you bastard. I was not but fine, it's fine. I brought this upon myself. But
That's
yes,
amazing.
now that we all have audio, I can say welcome to the second edition of the Corner Flag Live. Once again, we've had technical glitches as always. I promise, guys, we'll get better at this eventually at some point in the year 2050. But thank you for tuning in. And as Mukesh said, yes, this is about Sheffield United versus Liverpool. Fuck any United and Chelsea fan there. We're not watching that match because we are all interested in Ryan Brewster coming back to face his old club. That's the blockbuster event of this Saturday. How's it going? How's it going, Prashant? How's it going, Mukesh? How are you guys doing?
I'm actually very excited for this match. I think I was telling you before because like I have no stakes. I just hope there's good quality football to goodish teams. Like
Oh, good. It's
Good
look,
football.
Look,
entertaining football. I hope
It's good because he's not expecting anything from there on Liverpool's
Yeah.
end. I mean,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough.
I just like to point out that
I'm okay with that.
I just like to point out that Aakarsh is not going to be joining us for this edition of Corner Flag Live in his own words, and he wanted us to say this to everybody who's tuning in right now. Yeah, the teams who are playing are too low down the table for me to give a fuck. These fucking Everton fans, I tell you, ek bar, matlab, for a little while they're top of the table and suddenly they think they've already won it. But yeah,
And that's the thing,
bastards.
right? You know, it's the best ever team in 100 years, and they still couldn't beat a Liverpool almost B team. And
Hey,
he's so
hey, stop talk. Like, what are you saying, dude? You guys are like supposedly current Premier League champions. This is why I keep saying
yeah,
the former champions. Act like a fucking championship winning team, no bastard. What is this?
I'm just dissing Everton, my local rivalry.
Look, I would love to talk a
Look,
lot.
look,
I would love to talk a lot about Liverpool fans and the whole Van Dijk and Fabinho aftermath, but we shall save that for the actual episode when Akash is also there.
right,
I
right.
feel I feel it's a bit of a waste doing this right now. So we'll put a pin on that, and we'll get into it.
Oh, fine. I guess we'll talk about United.
Yeah, I guess we'll talk about United, considering that is the game that we are going to watch at 10 p.m. and that is the game that is featured on the thumbnail that we have over here. Before we get into it, of course, if you can see on your screens, you have the social media handles of the Conflag, so you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Please do head over to our social media pages and give us a follow. Because who doesn't like a bloated follower count? Like, let's just massage each other's egos. No, let's just do it. Come
Why
on,
not?
come on. If you haven't done it, go do it. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, do that as well. But yes, let's talk about United versus Chelsea. Of course, the lineups are in. Prashant, how are you feeling?
I'm happy about the lineup, but will they perform? I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling the right space after coming from the Champions League match as well. So
What happened in the Champions League match for Chelsea? I didn't follow.
we drew
Against?
Yeah, I did actually. I just wanted to say it.
against. Shit, fuck! I forgot against who we played. Also.
Exactly. See, that's the state of Chelsea fans right now. You don't even remember that. Oh, fuck, we're playing the Champions
It's in
League.
the
How did
past.
that happen?
Amogh, it's in the past. You have
I-
to leave your mistakes in the past. Just like how you have Solskjaer. It's okay. It's
Yes,
even in the
yes,
past.
yes, absolutely.
Take it
But
back.
I have to ask you this: what was the score, Prashant? Because I really want to know what the score was. I'm not being
No, no, no.
ironic. I really want to know. What the
It
score
was 0-0.
It was 0-0. By the way,
Well,
Manoj in live chat is asking Mukesh if you're DJing.
No, my. I'm just looking through the BBC page, the squad of the Chelsea Liverpool side. So I just have to catching up.
See, the whole
My
point,
phone is nothing
the,
but
the
my
whole
laptop.
the whole
So, yeah.
point, na guys, the whole point of doing these lives was we got tired of watching an unprepared Michael Owen in the actual pre-match
Yeah.
studio. So we thought like the three of us, and in most cases the four of us would be able to give you a lot more insight,
Yeah.
and we'd be a lot
Why
more
should white
prepared.
people? Why should only white people be obvious?
Yeah.
Watch four brown dudes be obvious.
Exactly. No, but the idea is we thought we'd be a little more prepared, and then Mukesh goes around going on BBC.com in the middle of a fucking live stream to check out scores before actually checking it before we start the live stream. So that's great. But
I know,
yes,
please. I can't be the culprit. Prashant didn't know his own team's score.
that's
I know
true.
the score.
Or
I
the
said the
opponent.
score. I said
Or
the
the
score.
opponent.
0-0. We played against Sevilla.
Yeah, I said Sevilla first.
Oh, okay, great. But I know the score.
Okay, but you guys are saying Sevilla, Manoj is saying Atlanta, so I don't
No,
know.
no, no, no. We played Sevilla. We didn't
Okay,
play against
then
Sevilla.
it's a
Okay,
googly
yeah.
that Manoj is throwing. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good that our listeners are more uneducated than us.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
guess
Absolutely. No, let's talk about United versus Chelsea. On my TV screen right now, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is actually giving his pre-match press con, which is great. But the big news, of course, is Edinson Cavani is in the squad. He's named on the bench. But we'll get to that in a bit. I want to talk about the Chelsea lineup first. Very interesting lineup. I think you've gone. It's a very weird form. It's what? It's a
3-4-2-1. You're playing a
3-4-2-1.
3-4-2-1.
3-4-2-1. And you've got Havertz, you've got Timo Werner, you've got Pulisic up there as well. And that is an attack that looks very scary, especially considering in the last game Timo Werner did give an attacking return of 2 goals.
Yeah.
He did combine well with his compatriot Kai Havertz. So it's good that he's sticking to that front line. He's not really changing things around. No place for Tammy Abraham. I remember last season, Prashant, you were going on, and Chelsea fans were going on and on about how
But-
Tammy Abraham is better than Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, Tammy can be brought in much later to the last 5 to 10 minutes of the game. He usually just jumps in over there just to get a little bit of game time. But he does have that little extra energy that comes in the last 10 minutes, which is like a wild card sort of a thing that if we need to bring him in, otherwise we don't really particularly get him in.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at the lineup right now. You've got Werner, Pulisic, and Havertz up top.
Yeah.
Chilwell and Reece James playing the wing backs with 3 centre
Oh
backs
man,
in
just
Zuma,
love those two.
in Zuma,
Yeah.
Thiago Silva, and Azpilicueta playing right centre half. It's almost like Frank Lampard is being, self-referential and be like, I don't trust my defense. I need 3 of them in there to have
Fuck it, I
any
need
chance.
more.
to have any chance. Yeah, but the thing is, conversely, on the United side, we saw United play a similar formation with three centre halves and two wing backs against PSG, and we played really well in that game. And I was one of the many United fans who thought that Ole would stick to a similar system for this game as well. But he's not done that. He's gone with a 4-2-3-1, which is also the formation I play with on FIFA. Fuck yes. But
I'm telling you, Ole listens to us, bro.
Ole listens to us, yeah. Ole and I played a game of FIFA yesterday. We were playing a practice match, United versus Chelsea. I won't.
Were you
tell
both
the
playing on
score.
United?
No, Ole played Chelsea.
Let me get into the psyche of how Frank Lampard will play. But yeah, so it was a great game against PSG. It was a different formation, but we didn't completely fall down like a pack of cards like many would have expected us to. We stuck to the formation. Every player did his or her job. There were no way of playing. What am I saying? Just politically correct off the bat, like by default, it's always dear sir, madam. But yeah, so
Muriel Rashford is playing in the front.
Yes. But we've changed that to a 4-2-3-1, and my concern is the back four, because we don't have Axel Tuanzebe in, and I mean, yes, he's a young kid, and you can't expect him to be playing every match, but he had such a good game against Mbappe and Neymar. You would think he'd be able to handle Havertz and Pulisic and Werner.
You don't know, man. Frank Lampard's Chelsea just gives away points. I don't know if you've noticed this season. So you don't know.
It's funny. United gives away goals and Chelsea gives away points. It's the perfect game. It's great.
You don't know how is it going to turn around. Because, I mean, I'm just going to look at the lineup that United's also got. You guys are playing a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
And you have 4 on the defense. And I think that's always been the case.
Most often, yes. It's only in certain matches where we go 5 at the back.
Yeah,
and or then 3 at the back, depending on how you.
Yeah, and because this doesn't seem like you guys are gonna go really heavy on the attack just immediately. I think you guys are probably going to play it cool.
Yeah.
And hold us off as much as you guys can, because you have the 4 and 2, and I think the midfield might just have a little bit of a problem though.
Yeah. In midfield, of course, we got Scott McTominay and Fred, who I really like. I mean, Fred can get frustrating at times because he tries so many through balls and literally none of them work out. But A for effort, like वो बहुत try करता है, which is very great. But what they do bring, and I've said this in the last podcast I think that we did also, is that he brings, or rather the two of them together bring a certain amount of intensity to the game that makes our pressing really effective. So they are two midfielders who are not afraid to get stuck into challenges, chase the ball down, chase the players down. And that constant, very Ander Herrera-esque sort of players, just constantly just nipping at you, which is something that you kind of need in a match like this. And I'm glad that he's not gone with a Pogba or a Matic, because they are kind of slower. And you'd rather have Pogba come on later when the opposition's also tired.
Along with Greenwood, who's on the bench. I think it's a great idea to get him later on.
Yes.
Amogh, you said this before, and I know. I'm always excited to see Mata play because I rate him very highly.
Yeah.
But you're not a big fan of starting with Mata because he can't last a full game, so he's a definite substitution. So are you, because he's going to play against the Chelsea side, which has Werner, who's extremely fast. It has a fast Chelsea. It's not a slow Chelsea side by any means. It's a very fast pace. Do you think starting Mata is a good idea?
I mean, I'm not averse to starting Mata in this game because Mata is also coming in with a rich vein of form. He's played really well in the matches that he's played for us, so he's in good form right now. So I'm not really too worried about that. What I'm worried about is Daniel James on the other flank.
No, we spoke about that. That kind of wears out.
It's unfortunate, but yeah, man. Like I don't know, man. Like he's a lovely kid, but.
It's going to be very controversial. I feel like Daniel James and Timo Werner have the same superpower, is that they can run in a straight line very fast.
It's very true. It's very true.
It's true. Yeah.
It is very true.
So you'll need Daniel James also to do that running very fast, because if you don't have stats, someone who can run very fast, Chelsea will be like running way faster at you guys. So you need at least him running fast means they'll track back an extra 10 meters,
Yeah.
5 meters at least.
But
Yeah.
Daniel James is prone to give up quite soon.
Ooh.
That's the difference between him and a Werner. If they run on a straight line, it's almost like Vin Diesel and Paul Walker. I think one of them will give up.
Wait,
whoa.
that's a very random
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah, I
analogy.
know. I just,
But
Like-
but
I've
now,
been
now
watching
no,
a
but
lot.
now I'm really interested in that. Who gives up? Does Paul Walker give up or does Vin Diesel give up?
See, both
Also,
of them
I
have
feel like-
hair. That's a good point.
And I feel like both Amogh and I lost that reference. We
Yeah.
totally
No,
did not-
Amogh
wait,
gets
wait.
it.
I
Amogh
get
definitely
it.
gets
I
it.
completely get it. I
Oh,
completely get it.
I have no clue with these.
I think Paul Walker's the one who gave up because, well, he died. What,
Yeah,
too
I
soon?
mean,
What?
who-
Sorry, what?
Fair
Fuck,
enough.
Seriously,
It's-
what? Come on. Let's look at the live chats for a bit. Nikhil VR is saying that I think this is I think this is Chelsea's best formation to fit everyone in. Chelsea will be playing on the counter. Difficult for United to unlock the defense. अबे तू देख यार, तू देख कैसे हैरी मगवायर एक ऐसा मस्त मक्खन थ्रू बॉल डालता है, फिर वो रैशफोर्ड के पास जाता है, फिर रैशफोर्ड ऐसा कॉर्नर में जाके ऐसा स्टेप ओवर करता है, फिर वो देता है डैनियल जेम्स को जो
और सीधे मेंडी के हाथ में आएगा.
नहीं वो पास बैक करेगा.
So I'm expecting,
he will-
I'm
he will-
expecting a
he will-
good game from Mata. Like I'm so excited. Like it's one of those United players. I've never understood why they don't play more often, even when he was so bad, out of form. I just thought you needed someone like a Mata.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited. I wouldn't say he's exactly like Milner, but there's something about him that that reminds me of
Liverpool
Milner.
reference.
Yeah, it has to be.
Has to be.
Come on.
Yeah, but like
come
you know
on.
that sort of player who can play Marigo, like older guy, all the younger kids will be making fun of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right. Rahul B Raj says Werner hat trick.
तेरे मुंह में घी शक्कर. Rahul.
Rahul, why? Patrick Bamford scored a hat trick yesterday, and that was great. Unless Werner's in your FPL, Rahul, don't say such annoying things. Aakarsh Goswami also says, when will we see Van de Beek? Probably at minute 75 because that's when
Yeah.
Solskjaer tends to make that substitution
Yeah.
where he gets
Yeah,
Van de
Pogba-
Beek in
Also,
for.
how good a substitution like bench is it that your three substitutes are going to be Van de Beek, Pogba, and Cavani?
Yeah.
That's a
Very
great.
good.
Like,
Yeah.
Very good.
between six, I think hopefully between 60 to 80 is when the three subs will happen.
Yeah.
So
I think at some
That's a
point, Solskjaer should just fuck around with the opposition teams and name like Dean Henderson, Ethan Galbraith, Teden Mengi, Axel Tuanzebe, Hannibal Mejbri, Facundo Pellistri in the starting lineup, and De Gea, Rashford, Cavani. All of them on the bench. Just be like, yeah, we've got a strong bench, and it's good to know that we can turn to our bench when we need to, and just use that as a gigantic fuck you to the Glazers, saying, "Do हमें players और चाहिए क्या है ये squad depth." But yeah.
no, we have squad depth, but we just need a squad now.
Yeah, exactly. Depth वेप्थ तो बाद की बात है, पहले स्क्वाड चाहिए. करेक्ट. अभिषेक पांडा says, अमोक क्या खतरनाक फैंटेसी विद नो क्लाइमैक्स. किधर नहीं हुआ क्लाइमैक्स भाई. पैट्रिक बैमफोर्ड था मेरी टीम में, हैट्रिक मारा वो. और एज द प्रीमियर लीग इंडिया ट्विटर अकाउंट कॉल्ड हिम हैट्रिक बैमफोर्ड. तो किया ना वो. He got us like.
Wait, guys, wasn't that Tom cracked on this podcast first?
Was it?
We didn't. Damn it! How did we not do it? I felt
No,
like-
it's the easiest one to crack. Also, Patrick
Yeah.
Bamford hadn't scored a hat trick in the Premier League before this, so
This is
there
the
was no
first, yeah.
reason for us to crack that pun. I don't think Patrick Van Aanholt also has scored a hat trick, so you can't really. You're just waiting. Everybody, I think the social media team from Premier League India was just waiting. Patrick Bamford is on 2 goals. एक goal मार दो, drafts में saved है tweet. I'm just itching to press the tweet button. But yeah, what else is everybody saying? But yeah, Abhishek, I if you can elaborate on that comment that you have just made, I want to know what you think. What are you saying when you say fantasy with no climax? बहुत climax हुआ, बहुत मजा आया कल रात को. That is not what I want to give you guys as a visual. I am talking about FPL and nothing else.
Oh shit. Okay, great. You clarified that.
Yeah, I had to clarify that.
I was like, what happened? Okay.
Yeah. But yes, Akash Goswami says, I think Ole has James in his FPL. If Ole has James in his FPL, then he is definitely a terrible FPL manager. And
No,
then I
man.
will
That's
consider
the worst thing.
his actual managerial credibility.
Only Amogh will worry about Ole's FPL managing skill
I
more
mean,
than his
I'm
United.
only saying that because Akash Goswami said that in the live chat, so uh, that's the only reason why I bring it up. Abhishek is saying I was talking about Maguire through ball. Are tu dekh Abhishek, it is going to happen. You can quote me on this. But yes, it is 10 minutes to go to kick off. So I want to talk to both of you about predictions, and all of you people watching, just send in your predictions in the live chat as well. Let's hear what you guys think is going to happen eventually as the outcome of this match. Prashant, what do you think is going to happen in terms of scoreline?
I want it to be a 2-1 to Chelsea.
No, you want it to be is something completely.
No, but like I'm predicting a 2-1 to Chelsea.
Who's gonna score?
I would, of course, I would have wanted to be a 6-0 game, but no, I think it's gonna be a 2-1 to Chelsea.
कौन स्कोर करेगा?
Pulisic and Werner.
यूनाइटेड का भी स्कोरर बोल दे यार, ऐसा मत पार्शियलिटी मत कर.
I don't know. United, whoever wants to score. Maguire can come and kick that ball in.
Right, lovely. Mukesh,
So,
what do you think?
he's like,
Magu-
I think it's going to be 2-all. But they're going to be defensive errors. They're going to be near misses. But yeah, 2-all. A lot of maybe there'll be a couple of hitting the post. I'm expecting at least one controversial decision. I'm expecting it to be
Penalty against
Yeah, I'm expecting-
Fernandes.
I'm not expecting the best of football, but best of entertainment for sure. So 2-all. For sure. Yeah, and I think one of the subs between the United subs will have either an assist or a goal.
I am going for a 4-1 victory to United.
Whoa!
And
4-1.
yeah, and I think that's because the Chelsea defense is a lot more unstable than the United defense is.
Nice, a good prediction. Let's see.
So I think it's going to be a 4-1 to Chelsea. United
Fuck,
loves
yeah.
United loves beating
Yeah,
Chelsea.
no.
So
Yeah, let's agree to this point. I think the hatred that United squad has against Chelsea, something happens. I don't know what happens. Every time that you guys play against Chelsea, it is just some next level of hatred, and you just whoop us. But kuch aata hai, I don't know. Just like sparks your season or something.
So कुछ तो है यार, कुछ तो है. So I feel Chelsea will go up first. Chelsea will go 1-0. And if the current trend is to be followed within the first 5 minutes, some chuttiagiri will happen. And like N'Golo Kante will score. From nowhere, N'Golo Kante will score. And then United will like build it up. Maguire might get on the score sheet as well. He's in a mood. He's like, I will prove all the haters wrong. तो वो आएगा. फर्नांडेस स्कोर करेगा, रैशफोर्ड स्कोर करेगा, और फिर बेंच पे से निकल के कवानी एक मारेगा मस्त में. 85th मिनट में कवानी एक स्कोर करेगा.
कवानी आएगा.
हाँ, कवानी. शीला की कवानी is going. If okay,
this is the name of this.
No. I am going to make this judgment here right now. All right, on this live stream, I'm saying this. If Cavani scores in this game, the next podcast episode will be called Sheila Ki Cavani.
It's just a great name.
It is a great name.
It is a great name.
If anybody wants to use it as their FPL team name next season, you have to credit me for it. So just write Sheila Ki Cavani into bracket thank you Amogh. That should be your team name for the next season. But yes, so we've spoken about lineups, we've spoken about predictions. Nikhil VR, I'm just going to go back to the live chat for a little bit. Nikhil VR saying Chelsea have conceded 2 goals in 3 matches when Silva and Mendy have played. Well, that's good because Mendy is easing into his number 1 goalkeeper spot, and Silva also finally seems to be understanding the English game. But तुम लोग के पास Zuma भी है, वो ही defense में Kurt Zuma's also there.
It's Zuma versus James. Is it going to be that? No. Is it?
I mean, Zuma's playing centre half, so it will be Rashford versus Zuma, and Rashford
No,
will.
they're playing only 3. They're playing only 3
See, the thing, let's
So
be
he-
very
he can
honest
go down
here.
defense.
Let's be very honest here. Rashford can take Zuma, put him on a skewer, and like barbecue him on the side while he's doing keepy uppies with Daniel James.
Oh,
So it's
that's I really hope Chelsea wins. I've never said this, but then it's United and Chelsea.
wow. Just because of that, you think Chelsea wins.
I really wish Chelsea wins.
All
Also, because
right.
I like Pulisic, because you know whose era it is.
The era of Daniel James is about to begin. All right, the game is about to start. I don't know how much of a lag there is on this stream. I hope there isn't a lot of it, but as of now, players are in the tunnel and they're about to come out. So we shall be ending the stream, or rather pausing the stream for now. While we are paused, please do keep writing into the live chat. We'll be writing into the live chat as well, and we'll see you. We'll try to see you in halftime if there's no technical issues and my laptop doesn't overheat. If we can't see you in halftime, we'll let you guys know, and we'll be coming back post match.
Yeah,
So
so our halftime show will be better than anything like which is come.
what?
Our halftime show will be better than anything that you see on TV.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's true. That's true.
100%. 100%. So do follow us on our social media at the Cornerflag Podcast on Facebook, Cornerflag Pod on Twitter and Instagram. Prashant can be found on Twitter at
Prash224.
and on Instagram at
Actually, on Instagram at Prash224 and on Twitter as Pagal Kutte.
yes. Mukesh can be found on Instagram at
Mukesh Manjunath.
and I can be found on Twitter at Amogh, on Instagram at Amogh, and on Facebook at Amogh Comedy.
And that's because his name is Kavani Sheila. Kavani.
This is the one time I am in agreement with that little thing of yours.
Make it happen.
So yes, thank you so much for tuning in for the pre-match discussion of United versus Chelsea. The players are coming out. It's going to be a cracker of a game. Once again, the live stream will stay on. It'll just go to an image saying the stream will begin soon, but the live stream will still stay on. So if you want just to have football banter, keep writing into the live chat, and we'll see you at halftime, hopefully, and if not, at full time for sure. See you.
Bye bye.
Okay.
All right, hello, and welcome back. I'm just gonna do a sound check just to make sure that we don't repeat the mistakes of the first half. Yeah, I think uh, it's all clear. All right. Wow. Uh,
That's
I slept. मैं सो गया था.
What?
या मैं सो गया था. काफी boring game था यार. Like
see, I can imagine Mookie saying that because he didn't give two shits about Liverpool or sorry about Manchester. Actually, even Liverpool, actually about United and Chelsea. But Amok, I thought you were probably watching the whole game through and through.
I was. I mean, I'm being sarcastic, Prash. Like it was a boring game.
I know. It's not.
Uh,
It's not that boring, was it?
It was. See, the thing is, it was very cagey. It was a very nervy game. Both the teams were very uh, cognizant of the fact that their defenses are shit. But yeah,
But
like
they've
not.
done. They're doing good on defense, both of them.
Yeah, both of them, both teams playing really well defensively. Let's start with what boo? Huh? What boo? Tell me what boo?
No, no, I just wanted a more entertaining game. That's all.
Would a 7-2 loss against Aston Villa be entertaining enough for you, Mukesh? I thought so.
I might be actually much better because I might just up the season, make us feel better.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start off with that Mendy pass. Edward Mendy just channeling his inner Kepa over there, and somewhere like it's somewhere in the back room, Petr Cech was getting warmed up. He was like, "Chal, मेरा time अभी आने वाला है, मैं
Putting on the whole headgear and
yeah,
everything.
fully.
I was waiting for that. I was like, if he agar idhar Gochi kiya raha, I'm just hoping Petr Cech comes through.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
um,
it was. I saw like a bunch of people on the live chat also just go like, fuck. I think Abhishek Panda was like, we cannot have one more Kepa. I
yes,
mean, one
that
Kepa
would be an
is more than enough. I agree.
absolute
What is
mistake.
I think it's like I think everybody is adapted to the all coaches and all managers have focused on the modern game with
Yeah.
all 10 players, all 11 players except for the keeper.
Yeah,
It's like they haven't been told that they have to have foot skills now, and all keepers are being caught out,
yeah,
and they're way more foolish than they should
yeah.
because
Yeah.
clearly they've been coached for 20 years under some strategy, and now football has changed a certain way. I do feel like if football continues like this, the next set of say keepers from 5 years later will all be like great with footwork and this. But I think for now, next couple of years, we're going to have goalkeepers.
Lots of goalkeeping errors. Yeah, and I, you know how when Chelsea announced that Petr Cech was in their Premier League squad for the season, we all were like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is Lampard doing?" And after that pass by Mendy, I'm like, "Ha, theek hai, Lampard knows what he's doing. There's a reason. There is a solid reason. Should never have doubted you, Frankie." Uh, but yeah, on the defensive side, staying with the defensive side, of course, the
Yeah.
big battle down the left hand flank of Man United is Daniel James versus Reece James, and
Reece
Reece James
James.
is definitely on top. Like, matlab, Reece James is eating Daniel James alive. Daniel James is not getting a shoe in
Yeah.
at all. Reece James has been
But it's
very
a
solid.
good effort on both their ends. Yeah, I mean, from Daniel James' end, at least he's making a really strong effort on that end.
He is making a strong effort, but his final ball is not good. Yeah, like he gets the ball, he dribbles decently well, he runs very fast. Just
Yes, exactly.
like Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah, he's run in a straight line.
Yeah. But his final ball is just lacking, and that's just very frustrating to watch. And similarly, on the United side, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, man, fuck, like nothing gets past him. He's sliding left, right, and center. I fucking love watching Wan-Bissaka play.
I can see the headlines for tomorrow. Aaron Wall-Bissaka. No? Okay. Hey man, this is a very rare moment when I
Good try.
actually crack a pun.
Good try,
But
good try, good try.
when I do,
Good try.
come on.
Good
right?
try. Good try. Yeah, absolutely. Prashant OP in the chat. Prashant OP in the chat
Thanks.
for
And
that.
the OP makes no sense, but okay.
Prashant OP is basically Prashant O Prashant.
Guys, what does OP mean?
Overpowered.
Overpowered.
Oh, I thought OP meant original poster.
Yes, original poster might also be.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, it might
When the
also
guy
be.
That-
first time, I was like, oh, I didn't know what OP meant.
Also, while we're talking about defense, we should mention Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
Fucking solid. He's been very solid. He's made some very key interceptions. He's blocked a lot of shots. Good headers out. Being very calm and composed on the ball in his half. He's making good forward passes as well. And I mean, touch wood, this keeps on going because you don't want to see a player fail as much as Maguire has failed in the past few games. I mean, at least I don't. I know you fuckers might want to, but I
Fail
don't want to
Maguire.
I mean, I feel like you should. It's always fun when when you go past a good player, not when you go past a comical player. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go past a shit Maguire. I want to go past a good Maguire. I also think, I feel like,
No, you
Amogh,
could-
like,
you
how do
couldn't-
I answer to that?
You couldn't get past Dejan Lovren if you tried. So what are you talking about?
I mean, like, Liverpool in terms of football. But I also think his spatial awareness has increased.
Yes.
Like, he's just positioned, because I feel like if a centre back,
Yeah.
if you don't see much of a centre back being very showy and flary against a good attacking team, it's because I think he's in the right spot,
Yeah.
marking the right people, cramping them up for space. That's good. I think that's always.
It's almost like Maguire's a dog. You know how you have small dogs and big dogs, and none of those dogs know how small or big they are. Like the small dogs are always the most aggressive and they're just yapping away, and the big dogs are really gentle. But like a big dog, like a Great Dane, will like try and come and sit in your lap, and you're like, "Bhai, tu 500 kilo ka hai, ye nahi hone wala hai." You know, it's almost like Harry Maguire has realized that okay, this is my size, this is my space. And you're right, Mookie. Like there is that spatial awareness that has increased. Maybe it has something to do with being in a tiny cell in Greece for an extended period of time, where he's not okay. This is as far as I can go. But maybe that's where he learned how to chokeslam as Piliqueta as well. Because I am honestly extremely surprised, and I'm relieved that wasn't caught by VAR. Because if I was the VAR referee, I would probably give it as a penalty.
Yeah.
There is no other
Oh,
thought.
you guys,
there.
you guys are,
I
no, but
mean,
you guys are expecting something from the second half, or is it like a
yeah,
nil-nil?
for sure. For sure. I think it's
Arey,
just
आएगा
building
ना.
up. The tension is just building in.
एडिनसन कवानी आएगा ना गोल मारने के लिए.
He looks
okay,
deadly as fuck though.
In
But I'm pretty
halftime,
sure he'll be like a kitten when he comes on the field.
kitten.
Kitten.
In halftime, I messaged Edu,
Edu.
my bro,
You call
and
him
I told
Edu
him.
bhai.
हाँ एडू भैया को मैसेज किया मैं उसको बोला कि यार
Nice.
नेक्स्ट वीक का एपिसोड का टाइटल मस्त मिला है बट दैट डिपेंड्स एंटायरली ऑन यू स्कोरिंग सो जस्ट कम डू अस अ सॉलिड यू नो गेट द गोल इन and we'll be good. Marcus Rashford had a great chance on goal. It was lovely positioning, and again, Juan Mata in the thick of things, creating the play, being very Mata-esque. I was a little let down.
Disappointed.
And,
Yeah, I was
of course, like
disappointed.
if I'm the last person, I'm sure even Marcus Rashford himself was a little let down at that shot. I was thinking he'd try and go for like a lob because Mendy was so far off his line. But
Great save by Mendy, but still.
yeah, very good save by Mendy. Good reactions, good reflexes. I think Rashford tried to hit it the same way that he scored the goal against PSG.
PSG, yeah.
And it just didn't work out, I think, because Mendy's positioning was far better than Keylor Navas's in that instance. I'm going to go to the live chat for a little bit. Siddesh Desai is saying, is the episode title Eden 1? Nahi re Siddesh, nahi, it's not Eden 1. It is Sheila Ki Kawani, because that is just chef's kiss. And then who else is saying what? I thought I saw a nice comment. Kedar is saying, sorry, Shresht said Maguire was good with the ball too. Kedar said his name is Mukesh Shresht, no need to be so rude. अलग ही comedy चल रहा है अपने live chat में, which is amazing. By the way, have you guys been seeing the Ranveer Singh ads while
God.
while the Premier League matches have been on?
When you see this jersey, the match of this club,
It's almost like he is what we call a plastic fan. Like he is the epitome of a plastic fan. Matlab, he's wearing the jersey, but he can't tell you what team it is.
Yeah, for sure.
just
जब ये
such a
टीम का लोगो जिस ये टीम का मैच आ रहा हो.
uh,
But I feel like people are. I guess it's what you need. Like, who you gonna get, man? Like, I tell you what, we're the country that when I think the 2010 World Cup was going on, we got John Abraham on a panel show with Sunil Chetri to
yeah,
talk about
yeah,
football. So I think
yeah.
we're better than at least we're like, okay, you're just a fan, you're not an expert.
You know, the thing
An
is,
expert.
in that instance, John Abraham was on that panel because he loves football.
Don't say that. Don't. Okay, okay. Okay. I was gonna say, you want to say because he played a footballer in Dandanadhan
No,
World.
no, 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 no,
And
no,
I'm
no, 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 no,
like,
no. No, no, no. That,
huh,
I don't think he got
Far-fetched.
any work post that movie
Yeah.
because he did that movie. But he was on that panel because he loves football. Like very famously, he's a football fan. Like by that logic, any of us should have been on that panel as well with Sunil Chetri. Like
Yeah, for sure.
we also love football as much as he does. We also play football as much as he does, which is just fucking weird. Let's go to the super chat. Super chat नहीं अभी तक monetized chat नहीं चालू हुआ है. If you guys watch a lot more, we'll get a lot more subscribers. Then maybe that option will open up. Akshay Patkar is saying if United lose, the title of the episode should be Oled Zavani. You're trying too hard, Akshay. You're trying too hard. Let's keep it at Sheila Ki Kawani, and that's it. Let's
I love how
not.
this become a nice conversation. That
It
what we
has.
should name our next episode, because
Yeah.
by the end of the next half, we'll definitely know what it is, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Simar Bhasin is saying Ole should get Pogba and Van de Beek on for James and Mata. My opinion. I agree with half of that opinion. I don't think Mata needs to be substituted because Mata has been in the thick of things. He's been creating most of the plays for United. He's not put a foot wrong at all. And he links up really well with Bruno Fernandes. I don't know if you guys have noticed that in the last game against PSG and in this game as well. The interplay that Bruno and Mata are doing has been really, really good. So I don't think Mata needs to come off immediately, but
James
Dan
maybe.
James maybe
Yeah.
should come off
Yeah.
a little earlier than when Ole makes his typical first substitution because he's known to make late subs. But maybe get a Greenwood in for James to begin with, and then get Mata off for a Cavani, and then push Cavani up top would be the way to go. Shresh is saying Alex Telles isn't even on the bench. Sad life. Well, it is sad, but he's had some fitness concerns, so Alex Telles is not a part of the match squad. What else? What else happened that was interesting in the match? Because honestly, like even the
What are your predictions?
like
Tell me.
even the commentators were saying, "Are you going to say it or should I?"
Are you-
Like
yes,
this match
yes,
would
yeah.
would do with some sort of spark. But yes, the players
Yeah, it was
are
a very
coming back
bad-
out.
You know, Mookie. I think you said it the last episode of the week, the episode before that, where there was a game, and we were like, it is just one of those games going to be like a lot happened, and it is just so detailed that we probably didn't get it.
Yeah.
Probably. Like I feel
Yeah.
like the managers are like, oh man, it's the greatest game ever.
City game that was, right?
Yeah, City
Yeah.
versus Arsenal game.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those.
Yeah.
That there's just a lot happened, but only few people saw it.
Yeah. All right. The second half has kicked off, so we will be pausing the stream right now. We'll be going back to a static image. The stream will stay on, so if you want, can keep chatting in the live chat, and we'll reply as well. But the game has begun, so we will be going off for now. We will see you guys at the end of the game for our post-match analysis. Hopefully there'll be goals.
Yep.
Hopefully they'll be scored by people in red, and hopefully they'll be in the back of the Chelsea net. So no own
Hey,
goals, please.
hey,
But yeah,
hey.
see you at the end of the game. Bye, guys.
My God, Joy Hind.
Can anybody find the key to break the deadlock? It needs guile and imagination.
Hello and welcome back to the Corner Flag Live. The match is over. Chelsea and United have played an extremely.
I'm done. I'm ready for bed now.
Yeah, man. I think Mukesh has already gone to bed. I actually yawned. It wasn't
No,
like
no,
a
I don't
fake
think
yawn.
so. I don't. I think Mukesh is like, as I expected, this game was nothing. I'm going to go watch the Sheffield game.
Yeah.
I'm going to get up for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Mukesh is going to join us again or if he is busy kind of lubing himself up for the Liverpool Sheffield game. But yeah, it was a very
Oh,
very
he's
cagey game
here.
throughout. Oh, Mukesh is here. Lovely, cool.
Oh,
Uh,
shit.
but what's up, Mukesh? He is
He's going to take
connected.
some
Yeah,
time.
no, there he is. Look at him.
Oh, look at him. Look at him.
So boring.
Yeah,
That save that Mendy made, everything was so boring. And then that red card, I guess that was kind of like cool.
What red card?
I mean, that what should have been like the not red card, like the penalty appeal for Maguire. Like I think the whole match, it was like that was probably the most exciting.
Yeah. But yeah, Edinson Cavani made his debut. That was interesting. Almost scored with his first touch, like a lovely little flick off the near post. And he was. Oh, I guess. Oh, you're. Oh God, this is going to be contagious. Fucking hell.
So contagious,
Fucking
it's the
hell.
match. The match made everybody yawn.
It is the match. The match did make everybody.
it was nervy. For me, it was still nervy though.
Yeah,
But
it was
yeah,
not because you guys supporting it. Like you guys like any nil situation going into the last 10 minutes with the team you support, and they could be playing even like any team, Accrington, Stanley, and it'll still be a no-way game.
Wait, do you mean Accrington Stanley or do you mean Man United?
I mean, both Accrington, Stanley's playing.
Cool. Okay. No, there were very few highlights of the game that we can talk about. I mean, yes, the Mendy save was spectacular.
Yeah. Oli
Everybody,
also thought it went in.
yeah, everybody thought it went in, and I don't know where Mendy pulled that save out of, but what a fucking beautiful athletic save. Well done.
mad save. I think he was really good today.
Yeah, and I feel Kepa is just like digging his grave right now. He just left the game a little early and he started shoveling some dirt off. He's like, मैं कूदता हूँ इसमें अभी मेरा time खत्म है. And it's one of those things where I want to see Kepa do well eventually at some point, but I don't think it's going to be at Chelsea.
Yeah, definitely.
You didn't think it was Chelsea's end?
No, I don't think Kepa can fulfill the ginormous
Yeah.
potential that he has at Chelsea. I think his Chelsea days
think he's
are
done.
over. Yeah, his Chelsea
Yeah,
days
I
are
think
over.
he's done.
It's something he's probably not settled well into England or
I think he's
don't
just
know what.
mentally checked out.
No, I tell you what I think happened. He started pretty well. He started very well, and then he had that very arrogant moment. And the problem with players like that is when they start at the peak and when they fall, they're not trained to come. They don't know how to come back up. Whereas a player who starts badly knows how to go up, and when they fall, also they know how to come back up. But I think someone like
David De Gea.
yeah, because he also made So did he also make a good save? Was he, or was I just imagining that?
I don't think they
De Gea had very little to do.
Okay, then I don't. Then I think.
I think except from the yelling.
Yeah,
Nothing
he was
else.
yelling a lot, which is good. It's good for a goalkeeper to be. It's good for the goalkeeper to be yelling at his defenders that much. Like it's a good thing for a keeper to do. Cavani, all right. I want to go back to Cavani because he really
कुछ
didn't
नहीं हुआ
get
Amogh,
into the
Cavani ने
game.
कुछ नहीं किया.
But- oh,
Silva had him in his pocket.
Yeah, he did. Silva marked
Come
him.
on.
Silva marked him
Silva
really
knew
well.
him thoroughly.
Yeah.
Where did Cavani come from? Not PSG, no.
I mean, technically his last club was PSG, but he was a free agent, so
No, I'm saying
he
this
came
is
from
like-
nowhere.
They
He
played
came
on
from
the
his house.
Huh?
They played for the same team, right?
Yeah. At PSG they played, no?
Yeah, something. So yeah, probably Thiago probably. I feel like maybe for Cavani also not the best team to start against because like you can't have the other team's best big central defender know your game inside out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really tough to start in this situation also, I guess.
Yeah. No, but also,
But, it's also,
you
but I
know-
think if sorry.
go on.
No, please, you have more to say.
No, I was just saying that Cavani didn't get into the game at all, but he still had 2 chances on goal.
Yeah.
And if that is a sign of things to come, then I'm really excited to see how he gets along when he does get into the game. So like when he's there from the start, that's going to be really interesting to watch. Now you can finish your point before you doze off.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it was I think it was a much. I think the game suited Cavani's pace. It wasn't a fast-paced game.
No, it wasn't. No.
Like it was a very cagey, tight game between two like midfield and defenses that wanted to hold the game.
Yeah.
Like they wanted to lock the ball in, and then very rarely did they ever put it look like they were breaking through the other team's defense. So like I think this suited Cavani.
Yeah.
I don't think this will be the kind of game that will be greeted with him. So I don't know if this is a good game to measure his playing ability or talent.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he was brought on the game to say that, okay, let's try and change everything up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he was just brought into the game, said, let's see what you can do.
Yeah. Yeah, it was two really expensive substitutions just to see what they can do.
Yeah, like what I loved is before the game we were all like, yeah, 3-2, yeah, 2-1.
Four-
seemed like-
I said four.
And I said it's gonna be bad football, but great entertainment. And guess what? I was right only half. Bad football and bad entertainment.
Yeah, yeah. Mukesh's phone has vibrated, and he's just you can see the change in his entire expression. Like that was a very awkward
I got
text
caught.
to that. Yeah. Going to the live chat a little bit. Rishi Khanna says United and Chelsea were like Ross and Chandler arm wrestling with Joey, saying in the background both are strong or equally weak. It's very true.
Equally weak.
Equally weak. That's
I-
very true. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very true.
that's-
Good one, Rishi. I'm fucking old, man. It's way past my bedtime. It's 12.
No, this time it's not me. It's United and Chelsea.
I'm going to say it's me though. Shresht says your man of the match.
Reece James,
Reece James. Yes.
hands down.
I think from Chelsea's end, Reece James would be the man of the match. I think from United's end, it's a tough call between Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof,
Exactly.
and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And I just
Bissaka
feel
had a great game.
As-
And the referee. And the referee.
Fuck you.
I think Vieira had a lot to do with this game.
Yeah. I just feel as a former right back, the right back positions don't get enough love. So Aaron Wan-Bissaka is my man of the match.
Nice. Good.
I was gonna say Mendy, but yeah, fair enough. Like
Mendy made like one save and one atrocious pass into his own goal. So I think it cancelled itself
One
out.
save, no. Come on, he
I
he's
made a
had
couple of
two
saves.
good.
And
two,
like
three
I
good
feel like
saves
it's
he
tough
made.
over a keeper to.
Yeah.
It's like you could play 75 minutes and not have any action and to still concentrate and get that 77th minute shot out. I think it's a little tough, but I get it.
Yeah.
I get what you
I
consider.
mean, we can go down the stats and all, but like overall, we can just say that United had more shots on the goal.
United
right?
did have more shots on goal.
Yeah, and a lot of them were saved.
Yeah.
So, I think Mendy is good.
Yeah, Mendy does look good. Mendy does look good as a starting goalkeeper. I just feel weird that he wears number 16, which is such a weird shirt number for a goalkeeper to wear, right? Like it's either 1
Yeah.
or then
Yeah,
13.
1.
You know, 13 is the sub goalkeeper's jersey. So it's I don't know. 16
was
just feels
Kepa
very-
on bench? Was Kepa on the bench?
I think-
No.
Oh, Caballero.
Yeah, Caballero was on the bench.
Yeah, so then Kepa is.
Kepa's gone. Ariza bye laga. Darshan Mundra points out a very interesting fact, by the way. United are the only team who haven't won at their home, in brackets, leaving the teams who haven't won any games. Yeah. And
Stuck on that, United.
Solskjaer actually spoke about this in his pre-match conference where he was like, we've performed really well away from home, but it's our home form that's a little
But
worrying and we need to
do
do
you guys
something a little
think
different.
like in the post-COVID world or in a current COVID world, there's a home advantage? Like other than
No.
you know the pitch a little bit because of grass, but
Yeah.
in terms of what you normally associate with being home advantage, I don't think that's there. Like it's probably just a coincidence
I think
out of.
I think now what they might be doing is just to get that home advantage, the away dressing rooms will be shit. Like, it will be like really cramped up, and they'll make things as uncomfortable as possible for the visiting teams. I think that's the only way to get home advantage these days. Right. Liverpool versus Sheffield United is going to begin. Before we go, let's have some predictions in the live chat for Liverpool versus Sheffield, and let's have some predictions from you guys as well. Prash, what do you think about Liverpool versus Sheffield?
3-0.
Soch
Actually,
ke-
okay, I have a weird prediction. I feel like based on I also saw the Champions League game. The team looks a little like I feel like they still have to get used to this new team, the new formation of this team. And I don't think Alisson's back yet, so I'm
Oh
actually
no,
going for
Allison's starting today.
I think starting like, oh, that's great. Then probably I was going to say a 1-all draw or a 2-all draw.
Hmm.
But maybe there'll be a 2-1.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
I know Liverpool will struggle, but I think they just need to get flow once.
No, I know, but like I saw the team against Ajax and they won, but they still need.
Yeah, they
They
needed
still look
something extra.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And they need Henderson. Like, oh my god, I realized how much of it. Like, I can't stress this enough. How much a leader makes difference a leader makes to a team. So yeah, they need Henderson.
Yeah, lovely shout out from Shresht in the live chat. 3-1 to the Blades, he says. So there's that. Abhishek Panda says 3-0 Liverpool. Darshan says 3-0 Liverpool, and Rahul Biraj says 2-0. But no mention on the winner by Rahul Raj, so we don't know if he's.
And nobody's
going-
sure when this will come true. So it could be like
Yeah, exactly.
next week.
Yeah.
Leeds versus Fulham.
Yes.
3 months from now. And
Yes. Well, it is time for us to say goodbye and us
Good
to say
night also.
good night as well. It's
Good
bedtime.
night, yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this whatever this live session was. It was a lot of fun for us. We hope it was a lot of fun for you guys as well. We love reading your
Amogh is
live
frozen
chat.
at this point.
Amogh.
yeah, dude, I think he's going to sleep after that match.
Oh, you guys were frozen. I didn't know.
No, you froze.
Okay, am I back now?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, lovely,
Yeah.
because you guys were frozen for me. Anyway, I was saying it is time to go, and thank you everybody for tuning in. And it was great. We'll be back with another live podcast, live pre-match, whatever, something live
Something, I don't know
on
what
this
we-
channel.
We'll
be
do
back.
this.
Yeah, we'll be back soon enough for something like that, and hopefully Aakarsh will join us for that as well.
I just want to tell you guys that United Chelsea game put me to sleep so much. I don't think I'll be able to watch the Liverpool Sheffield game.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
sure. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, nobody needs to watch those fuckers play.
Yeah.
But like you can see on your screens right now, the Corner Flag social media handles are up there. So on Facebook, we are the Corner Flag Podcast. On Instagram and Twitter, we are at the rate Corner Flag Pod. So do go onto our pages and give us a follow. You can subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts from to get weekly episodes of the Corner Flag Podcast. We record every Monday, we release episodes every Tuesdays, so do subscribe to us. Leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help, guys. It really helps our show get noticed a lot more on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can visit our website, which is www.thecornerflag.in. I won't get Prashant and Mukesh to tell you what to do there because we do enough of that on the actual episodes. But you can go to the website to get access to all of our previous episodes, a blog that Mukesh still has not written, and a donate button that you can click to donate us some money. And if you do, we do a special tribute for you in a future episode of the podcast. So it's a lot of fun, and we'd really appreciate it if you could donate. Finally, shout out to Kezad Gharda for composing our mad theme tune. And until next time, it is goodbye from us. So say bye, Prashant.
Bye-bye.
Yawn longer, Mukesh. And it's bye from me.
Yeah.